This thing of being submissive, right? It does not mean that you have to be submissive to every man you see on the streets, right? You choose your man and you be submissive to that man, right? Yes, we're women and we have to submit, né, to our partners, right? Hence, you have to choose the one that you can submit to, because not every man, you can submit to. Like some, you just can't submit to them because of their being, right? So, with that being said, we will be discussing, not discussing, but I'm just sharing with you guys like what, a conversation I had with somebody who believes that, women want what they don't have, or he believes that, women feel entitled to having this, to a man's money, or, this thing of us wanting to date providers, right? So yeah, I just thought I should share this clip with you guys and we can just share our thoughts, alright? And I know not every woman wants someone who will protect and provide for them, but we are different. And me, I want definitely someone who can protect and provide for me. Not that I'm not gonna have I don't rather have my own money, and that I'm not gonna have, my sources of income. No, the sources of income are there, but you as my man, I still need you to provide for the household of our home, right? And you know what, I think maybe I will make another video where I share my experience. So I've dated both, a man that cannot protect and provide, and I've dated as well a man that, can fully provide and protect, right? And you know what, I'm the most happiest when I'm protected and provided for, right? And on that other clip, I do mention that, listen, it's not that maybe we are lazy to work for our money, because one thing I can tell you, yes, a man's money is very nice, it's sweet, but the money that you work for yourself, it's even sweeter, right? So don't. Hey friends, I hope you guys are good. Do you know what? Like I was having, this is a chit chat video, guys, right? I was having a conversation with this other guy, right? And we were talking about a lot of things, and one of the things we happened to talk about is what it means, or the qualities that one looks for, right? So he was telling me of how girls be like, right? And then I had to now tell him what I believe in, right? And in fact, with all those things he was saying about how girls be like, I was like, no, those girls, they're 100% correct, because I actually, I'm on the same page as them. I also believe on that same thing, right? But maybe it might not be like really the same in terms of like when one has to explain fully what they mean by what they say, right? So the topic was, okay, me telling him that, okay, no, listen, me, I believe that, a man, is created to be two things, right? A protector and a provider, right? And the woman is created to be submissive to her partner, right? And I went on to explain and use my own personal experience, because it's not like I've never dated someone who is not a protector or a provider, right? And I made my examples, and now that I've been there, dated someone who's not a protector and a provider, I know how it feels like to date such a person. The same way I know how it feels like to date someone who has these qualities that I look for, right? And then the interesting part, guys, this guy made an example of, girls be like, they want a provider, whereas maybe they can't provide for themselves, right? It was quite interesting, that part for me, ne? Because it's almost like now he is comparing the two, ne? And it's almost like now he wants the woman to take the role of a man, right? And it's almost, but on the other hand, like I cannot debate like this thing. It's either you take it or you just not accept it, right? And I told him, like, listen, this thing is not like a force. We're not forcing this on anyone. It's like you tell the person what you look for in a man. It's either they're able to accept it or they just say, okay, cool, I'm not the one for you, right? And guys, the example that I gave this guy was, I personally, I've dated this guy who was not a provider and he was not a protector, right? So I was telling him of my experience being that it was very difficult for me to submit to this person, right? Because I believe it comes naturally, to provide, to submit to a man who is able to provide. And with providing, it does not like necessarily mean finance wise, right? Is he there for support? Yes, we don't need support. And also this thing of providing is not us saying that we want the man, to get us the things that we cannot afford to buy ourselves. My thing is, I'm now going to talk about myself, but I don't know how other people would explain this, but according to me, the things that I expect this person to maybe do, I am already in a position to do those things for myself, by myself. But then him coming in, he needs to be able to do those things and more. That's my thing, ne? And when I was thinking about this thing, it was actually like really funny when he said that, like girls, they want someone to do things for them, things that they cannot do themselves, ne? Like, for example, maybe if I'm with a girl, I ask a girl out for lunch, and I ask her to please pay the bill, and what do you say? If I were to go out with you and ask you to pay the bill, would you do it? And I'm like, no, why would I? If we are going out for the first time, or no, I would not do it. But if we are in a relationship, I already know the taste of your money, then yes, definitely I would do it, because as someone that I'm dating, I already know, how you do things. And for you to ask maybe for me to step in, it definitely means, okay, like really, you really need me to step in. And as for my man, definitely I know how my man is, right? And when he said that, like, it's ridiculous that, you ask someone to pay the bill, it basically means that you don't have, like, the money, or like, like when you broke, you're a girl, you broke, you don't have the money, yet you want this and that. The reason why I'm saying it's funny, guys, is because for me, how I took it, it's almost like this guy, he is judging the person based on the current whether your capacity of having money, right? And I'm like, it's ridiculous, because the qualities we girls look for, 90% of the time, they are not the same as the qualities that guys look for. The same things that make us, attracted to a person is not the same thing as, guys, what makes them attracted to us, females. So I just thought I should hop in here and, just have a conversation with you guys regarding this. Because for me, it's almost like now you are not, like, you can't maybe respect someone who does not have the money. Oh no, it's almost like you are now saying this person must shrink themselves, their being, to to a certain level, maybe a lower level, just because they don't have the money. It's almost like, okay, you don't have the money, and then why would you want to date someone who has money? Like, why? Yes, the other thing is, I believe that, your standards are not based on where you at now. Ne? Then if that is the case, it means that there's no level up journey. It means that, we have to succumb to what the society deems as correct for us, the standards of living that they see fit for them. But then again, this thing is not something that we wanna negotiate. It's not something that's up for negotiation. It's either one takes it or leaves us. That's how it is. Yeah, that's how it is. It's either you accept, what the person says, or you just say, no, I'm not having that. The same with us ladies. When one says, no, I'm not a provider, I'm not a protector, it's okay. I don't look at you in any other way, but I look at you in the sense that, okay, this one is not for me, and then life goes on. We move on, guys. So that's that. I just thought I should come, hop in here and share this with you guys. I was laughing here by myself. When this person said that to me, that basically we must shrink ourselves to a dust level, because honey, you don't have it. So why do you want somebody that has something that you don't have? Do you get what I mean? So that's that. You guys can go ahead, share your views, your opinions on the matter, in the chat section, and we can just talk, guys. What are your thoughts? What do you think? And blah blah blah. Let's have a conversation.